My name is Diego Garcia, and today I will talk about how the most fundamental American belief is the one that might be destroying society, and that being translated into QAnon. Of course, I will talk about three different points and how QAnon might affect that. Number one being how QAnon was actually founded, its origins. Number two would be the appeal to its members and how that might be compared with other radical groups. Number three would be QAnon's real tangible impact on society. So first of all, we would like to answer the question. We would like to answer the question of what is the difference between QAnon and other types of revolutions. So as you can see on the screen, the picture of Lady Liberty in the French Revolution of the 1700s is praised because it fights for liberty. But then let me ask this question. Why is this image bad then? The image on the screen shows the January 6th Capitol breach and people supporting that. And that is the idea of rebellion, the same reason why the United States was even founded. So why is QAnon bad and why is Lady Liberty praised? That, of course, we are going to try to answer. So we will go through 5 different points. Number one would be QAnon's rise. Number two would be the comparison of QAnon with another radical group. Number three would be people falling out of the QAnon theory. Number four being QAnon's impact on today's political society. And number five being the future of QAnon. So just to get to point number one, we're talking about QAnon's rise. So let's answer the question first. What is QAnon? So QAnon is a current community in the United States of people who believe in a multitude of conspiracy theories. The most impactful of these conspiracy theories is that which says that the world really is, worldly leaders really are a multitude of pedophiles from the deep state who supposedly rob children, abduct children, rape them, and eat them. So that is the central idea of QAnon, among many others. And of course, QAnon started way before. In 2017, it could be said that it was started by the rise of Q, and it's Anons, right? So Q is the central entity, which supposedly is somebody who works for the government and is trying to denounce the deep state. And the Anons are the people who are reflecting these ideals online. The main platform of QAnon, it being done online, and getting it to where it is today. So QAnon rose because of technology, very 21st century like. Point number two, we go in the comparison with another radical group, ISIS. And why do ISIS and why are QAnon both appealing to people? You might answer this question by looking into, of course, social media, as we mentioned before and can be seen on the screen. It is very appealing. And number two, it is very much the Uncle Sam approach to you have to help your country is giving people a purpose. And very much like the US gave a purpose to people in 1945, or rather in the 1940s, ISIS gave a purpose to its members, and QAnon did as well. So we want to look at this as QAnon and ISIS, both giving people a social group to be a part of, a philosophy to believe in, and a purpose. It gives them a group to be a part of, a reason to act on behalf of their ideals, saying that it's either because of religion or saying that it is because of in the name of God, against corruption, fighting the deep state, whatever might be, and of course revealing the evil and being the good person, the morally permissible individual. That is the appeal of QAnon and how it compares to ISIS. So point number three, we would like to go into people falling out of it. Just like Mr. Hadeha here, he stopped believing in QAnon because of the inconsistencies in its theories. So he actually started researching a little more and started seeing that there were a lot of holes in all the arguments that QAnon was making. That's how he actually dropped out, being point number three. Point number four would be where we are today. So just notably to point out, I would notably point out that the January 6th breach of January 6th, 2021 breach in the Capitol was done by many QAnon supporters and mostly Trump supporters, as supported by statistics. Of course, Donald Trump was supposedly the sole purpose of QAnon in politics, given that he was supposedly the guy fighting the deep state. So that then this Capitol breach, of course, as can be seen in the image, only divided American politics even more than they already were. So now we have to ask the question, how will Joe Biden react to this? And will he actually go forward with his narrative of unity? or will it continue to divide us? Now, that will lead us to the fifth argument, the future of QAnon and what might happen with it. Of course, it is most likely that QAnon supposedly believed that even though Donald Trump had won the election, and the election was a fraud, and on the side of Joe Biden, they still believed that even after Joe Biden's inauguration, President Trump would still be inaugurated on March the 4th. That did not happen, so people have started believing in QAnon less and less. Of course, this would leave less QAnon believers and QAnon dying off. But this might also start something else. As pointed out in a research article, the certain term, an information dark age. And an information dark age might be what started about QAnon. So people stopping their belief and their trust in the media, and just trying to find their own sources of information, and just feeding each other fake information, just feeding each other fake news, so they can keep on living through that. That is what information dark age might be in the future, and what might be very scary about QAnon. Those are the 5 points. So now we might want to get to the conclusion, which is, with Trump being permanently banned from Twitter, and rumors of a rival news network, big tech, and all these things in the air, we are seeing technology on a rise. QAnon is falling, but technology is on the rise. This, of course, then lead us to the question: yes, QAnon is losing popularity. It is no longer is what it was before. So then, is QAnon ending? QAnon is ending, but is that the end of QAnon and the end of societies and conspiracy theories online, or is it the beginning of a new era of information dark age? That is the question that we will be trying to answer. Thank you very much for listening to this very informative presentation, and I hope that you are a part of the process of us moving forward into what might be our future. Thank you very much.